The significance of Joseph's preparation in the dungeon, first rejection by his brothers, the preparation, if we see it this way, if we see the disruption as preparation, because indeed that's what it is, whatever context that would appear in our lives, at times it's different contexts, but it's unto preparation so that in the moment of what would appear to be calamity, what would come to be that in Egypt, yet they had been prepared for that hour, for that moment. And thus you see the correlation. They're brought out of hiding, so to speak, for the very moment they've been prepared for. And I believe that about now. That's the reason I bring that up. We who understand that dynamic and the pain of it, there's pain associated with this. And we can easily, give up because of the measure of pain. Joseph's, it's easy to say, well, it's in the dungeon, but what that means is pain. It means isolation so often. It means separation. It means a feeling of battling alone or fighting alone. But yet there was preparation within him of absolute dependency upon the Lord, even as pertains to the promises of God around his life. He was brought to that reality that he could not fulfill them in and of himself. But in the exactness of the appointed hour and moment, God brings him forth unto purpose. And to stand in that nation in a day in which there would be, some 7 years later, there would be calamity throughout the nation of Egypt, the kingdom of Egypt, and in his own family and surrounding nations, and yet he had been prepared for such an hour as that. So my encouragement really is, and this is part of this message, the internal, which is the eternal, absolutely is where the Lord works first unto the external expression. It will always come to an external, but God begins internally.